Welcome to Brobench videos. In this video, we're going to go through API Explorer history feature, how to explore it, how to recall the history, and how to clear the history, so on and so forth. When you execute a request, we keep a history, and then that history items are shown using this particular clock icon. So if you click on that, you would see we're going to show some last 10 API requests over here. And then if you want to recall, just click them and then it will actually fill all the response. It will create a new tab with all the responses from here. Okay? So that also includes the history, the response as it was executed at that particular time. I can go recall new histories. For example, we try to send a patch request here. Looks like it was successful and it was sent on 4:30 p.m. on December 6th. Okay. So you can, if you want to see history, mean a little bit, earlier history that not recent, just 510, they can click on this Manage API History, and that should bring to this particular dialog. Okay. So here we're going to show the name, what the name of the request as it was executed, the method of the API, the path that includes the query parameters, and as well as how many times that particular API was executed. So to calculate the execution, we actually create a unique hash of the request that includes all the parameters from the header, the query parameters, path, and the method. And then based on that particular key, so we keep a unique count so that we just don't overload creating all of them. So keep in mind that we don't create the response as part of that key. So if you execute the same thing, it returns two different responses. So the last copy will be kept as part of that particular API history. Okay. So you can recall any one of the history, for example, and it'll load that particular. You can double click on it and then it'll load there. For example, you can go back here and let's say you want to load this particular object create. So you can click on it and then it will come back to this particular request and then it show the response as it was there in that particular request. If you go and make changes, if you go and send the new request, that will get added to that as well. For example, in this case, if you send the request and if you go back and see here, you should see that the latest one is there. To delete the history, you can click on this, or if you want to create an individual item for whatever reason, you can create them, select them multiple, and then click here, and then that should get deleted. If you want to clear all of them, you can select this and then click here, and then that should delete all the history items. So if you want to explore more about the history, remember here in the search, you can search for the method name and the path, but it doesn't include the body. So you can click on it to explore more about the body, what the body that was included. Okay. This is about API history feature in API Explorer. Thank you.